In April, British American Tobacco announced its US biotech subsidiary was developing a COVID-19 vaccine from none other than tobacco plants. The project, which BAT says is not for profit, involved Kentucky Bioprocessing cloning a portion of COVID-19's genetic sequence, resulting in a substance that induces the production of antibodies. When inserted into tobacco plants for reproduction, it generated a vaccine that apparently had several advantages over conventional ones. BAT says it's potentially safer because the plants can't host pathogens that cause human disease. And it's faster, accumulating in about 6 weeks as opposed to several months. Now, usually news like this would be welcomed with open arms, but when it comes from an industry whose products can ultimately kill people, the response has been somewhat muted.
Whilst they're promoting these so-called socially responsible activities, including being involved in vaccine development on the one hand, in the other hand, we're seeing tobacco companies pushing back against public health policy and in some countries even opposing COVID-19 public health measures. For example, BAT have threatened legal action against the South African government on lockdown measures because they included a ban on tobacco products and were a threat to their business and their profits. We must remember that the industry remains fundamentally at odds with population health in many places around the world.
In May, BAT announced the vaccine had generated a positive immune response in preclinical trials. And if it gets approval from the US Food and Drug Administration, it would progress to human trials. It's all very paradoxical, especially given the World Health Organization's advice that smoking could raise the risk of severe reactions to COVID-19. And even if a vaccine is developed, the WHO's Framework Convention on Tobacco Control could complicate things, as it prevents tobacco companies from getting involved in matters of public health policy. But one epidemiologist says the world should be willing to take whatever help it can get.
I'd have the same cynical response to the announcement that Philip Morris were donating ventilators to the Italian government. We never know the motives behind these companies other than that they are designed to maximise profit. However, we deal across the world with all sorts of unsavoury organisations. If BAT come up with a vaccine that actually works, and that's a big if, maybe we're going to have to hold our noses about their record and take that benefit. If an unsavoury organisation is the origin of a vaccine that works and saves millions of lives, we should grasp that opportunity without relaxing in any way the measures that we would all like to see to put the tobacco industry out of business.
BAT says it's committed funds for clinical trials, which could start in the next few weeks. With the support of government agencies and manufacturers, it could produce millions of doses per week. That is, if it works.